Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. The three. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
White for three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
If you can't match up on the boards, you are not going to win games. That's got to be a big lesson from that game.
Well, the lack of effort they showed on the glass is just unacceptable. And I'm sure the coaching staff will let them know about it.
Clock at 4. And that one's good. Holmgren.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Outside, Brown. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Tatum with a steal. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. White against Dort. Now here's Tatum. Holiday passes to Porzingis. And here's Brown for three. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Thunder trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Holmgren with a screen on Tatum. Williams with it. Now guarded by Brown. Holmgren. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Holmgren's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Here's Tatum. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Boston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. He misses the free throw.
Considered one of the best players in the game right now, Tatum is hungry to win titles to add to his growing legacy.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Caruso comes in for Holmgren. Wiggins, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Wallace in for Dort. Tatum passes to White. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
Caruso, a screen on Holiday. Pass to Caruso. Wiggins looking around. Again, Oklahoma City.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul, third team foul. At the line.
First free throw is good.
The first thing that comes up when you think of Jrue Holiday, defense. He's probably the best perimeter defender of his generation. He can guard multiple positions and gives full effort every night.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His last outing we saw him score 22. And Williams punches it home.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
And they were mired in foul trouble the last time they played. Let's see if they can avoid that this time.
Here's Wallace. Here's Williams. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Wiggins against Holiday. The rebound by Wiggins. Williams with the screen. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 on the clock. And it's good on the layup. And it's all knotted up.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Tie game in Boston. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
On the court for the Thunder, we've got Aaron Wiggins, Cason Wallace out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams, and it's Caruso in at the 4 spot. Wallace misses. Here's Pritchard, Gilgeous-Alexander defending, and Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. The kick out to Williams, launches a 3, and from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Yeah, those passing skills are just part of what makes Caruso a valuable piece.
Stolen by Caruso. Wallace outside. Wiggins finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Takes it inside. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. And Boston with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Craig. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Hauser. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Count it. Good.
Yeah, no hesitation, no overthinking it. Tatum just takes the shot.
Outside, Williams. Williams, a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander, back to Williams. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Peyton Pritchard.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
And he's good on the second. Celtics trail by 4. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Wallace. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Now here's Holmgren. 20 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston. Screen by Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. Pass to Joe. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And he comes up with a bucket. Holmgren's got 6 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Outside Porzingis. The 3-ball. Yes! Kristaps showing some range.
Well, at center, Porzingis gives you a true 3-level scorer. That's why he's so valuable offensively.
Tatum passes to Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Got to give give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Some changes for Boston. Hauser, he's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Tatum. And it's White in for Pritchard. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Hauser. Here's the three. Drops in the three. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Williams passes to Caruso. Fires for three. Brown with some nice D. Boston on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. And here's Holiday. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, and as his career has progressed, Holiday has gotten more comfortable in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Caruso. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Thunder trail by 6. 26 seconds left in the second quarter, and he gets it to go.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. To the middle. Here's Brown. Oh, JB rattling the rim.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
Pass to Hartenstein. Joe on the wing. Williams from long range. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fifth.
Checking out the Celtics, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run.
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop it, ride the hot hand.
Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. So it's Boston now, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. And he lobs it up to the rim, and stolen by Hartenstein. From deep, Holmgren. Boston with a rebound. Now here's Holiday. 5 points in the game. Tatum from long range. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Williams off the drive. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams against Brown. 4-3. They get it back. Hartenstein passes to Dort. Tatum brings a double team. The 3 from Holmgren. 4 for three. Holmgren.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Pass to Porzingis. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Hartenstein with it. Here's Holmgren, defended by Brown. Ooh, the confidence from Holmgren inside.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Boston trailing. Tatum passes to Brown. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Celtics trail by 3. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
And that's a veteran move from the young fella, as Holmgren draws contact on that shot.
Both free throws good from Holmgren. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Brown against Williams. Williams with the screen. Williams passes to Williams. And stolen by Porzingis. Here they come with numbers in transition. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Pulls it. Operating inside. Porzingis.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
Here's Pritchard following the bucket by the Thunder. He can't get it to go.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Williams with it. Picked up by Tatum. Williams' shot is good.
They're really working the paint now.
And 1:01 left in the third. Outside Tatum. Nice move. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Williams. And some changes here for the Celtics. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in for Drew Holiday. 44 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Pritchard, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by Boston.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Celtics trail by 9. Brown with it. 5 points in the game. To win the run. he can't get that one. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. We'll be back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder. 2 Jalen Williams out there for him. Jalen with an E at the 3 and Jalen with an I at the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Holmgren in at the 4-man position.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Hauser. Out to the right wing. Craig finds Tatum. And stolen by Williams. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Boston has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. 20 feet out. And right through it goes!
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
There's a screen by Wiggins. Williams laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And Horford powers it home.
Horford really looking like an ageless wonder throwing it down.
It's stolen by Tatum. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Pritchard. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Porzingis has checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. Derek White's checked in for Craig. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you. Hartenstein, no good.
Big rebound on a night where they haven't exactly controlled the glass.
Three-pointer goes up, three-pointer goes down for White.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Williams on the wing. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Celtics trail by 5. Up ahead. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Brown.
Huge bucket by Holiday there. His team really needed that one.
Dort outside. There's the 3. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. The kick out to White. Tatum a screen on Dort. White the pass to Holiday. Porzingis for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Williams. He takes it in. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Thunder lead by 5. Boston has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Tatum showing off the strength.
Well, he's never fazed by those big moments. Tatum with a big hoop right there.
Hartenstein finds Williams. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now, this is a two-possession game.
Pass to Brown. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Thunder leading by 5. Down low. And a fast break now for the Thunder. White with a steal. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Holmgren's checked in. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Tatum. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Holmgren.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
What a big-time bucket. Tatum stepping up as a leader and coming through for his team.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander taking 2 shots.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Boston calls timeout. They're behind by 4. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
First personal foul, 4th team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5.
Williams taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Making the most of his trip to the line and helping them extend their lead.
Porzingis for 3, and he sinks it. What a beautiful shot, brings him within 3.
Huge points from Porzingis. With his massive size, I like going to him.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Jacks up a 3. The shot misses. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Chet Holmgren.